Hey guys, Carter here with Patriot Training Center. Today I have a video on how to build a grip consistently out of the holster really quickly. So one thing that you'll notice if you do a lot of dry fire is when you start pushing speed, your support hand grip will start to deteriorate. So what I mean by that is, here's what a good grip looks like, right? My support hand comes on the gun. I've got most of this thing covered. It's pretty firm. I'm out on target. That's a firm, decent looking grip. So as you start to speed up, sometimes you'll feel like you can't get a good support on the gun, or your grip in general, like your dominant hand and your support hand kind of comes off the gun a little bit and isn't anchored properly. I just did a video about finding a good index point for your dominant hand and locking that grip in from the holster. Now, what I want to talk about is your support hand, building that two-handed grip coming out of the holster. So the way that I like to build the grip, we talked about me having an index point. I come across the rear sight right here. As I'm drawing, my thumb comes over, but it doesn't go down here. I actually keep my thumb high. You don't have to go as high as I do, but you want a good, space right here to fill in. So you don't want your support hand coming across your thumb like that, because you're not making hardly any contact with the frame with your support hand. So I like to keep this thumb up and out of the way, so I have a good landing zone for my support hand to just pop into place right there. And you could firmly feel that my support hand's actually doing a lot of work to keep this frame stable. So I'm coming out from the holster, my thumb comes over, my support hand fills it in, just like that. Step one is find that index point and build that master grip with your dominant hand. Step two is building this support hand grip consistently under speed. So when you're building a support hand grip, you want it as close to coming out of the holster. You want to start building that right away, and then pressing it out or coming up, whatever you're faster doing, which is probably coming up because straight lines are faster. You want to build that support hand or make contact with your support hand as fast as possible coming out of the holster. Once you start pushing speed, your support hand can kind of become an afterthought. So you're really like you're coming out here and then meeting up right at the end. The problem with that is you kind of create, as Gabe White calls it, an earthquake right at the end. So if you're joining up out here, you're knocking your hand off of the target. So you want to build that good grip as you're coming right here, and then you want it locked in. So same thing applies. You practice this in dry fire. You're wanting to come out and lock that grip in. What you're practicing is, what you're assessing in dry fire is how that grip feels every time you're pressed out on target. And you want to be able to get really fast doing that, but you don't want to suffer your grip and the way it feels every time. That's going to help you shoot faster and shoot long strings of fire without your grip deteriorating. If you find that good anchor point with your support hand, firm pressure every time, and get that really consistent, you're going to be able to shoot faster for longer periods of time. You're going to be way more accurate, and your speed isn't really going to suffer. You're just going to get better results and be more accurate shooting that way. The best way you can get good at filling in your support hand and building a consistent grip is through dry fire. We have a 30-day dry fire program in the description below. Go click that. It's completely free. We'll catch you guys in the next one.